Everybody, Rich with Prep You Outside the Bunker once again. Hey, I wanted to get you this update on what I've been hearing, some of the things I've seen, some of the stuff that's also on the internet, and some of the things that I've pulled off of other YouTube channels, which please don't just go to mine. Find out more. There's all kinds of stuff out there. This video, Protect Illinois Communities Act, lawsuits, refusals, and more. But I would be remiss if I didn't start this video with a huge thank you. A huge thank you to all the subscribers that have been with me since the beginning, which was 2019, to all those subscribers that may subscribe off of this video. I don't know. But we are 3,000 plus, and that is, to me, that's absolutely incredible. I know there's a lot of other places out there that have a whole heck of a lot more than that, but I'm just thrilled to be able to have 3,000 plus subscribers, and you all are absolutely fantastic. Your comments are amazing. Thank yous just keep coming, and I truly appreciate you, and I love doing this. I love doing the firearm side of it. I hate to bring this kind of information from the firearm side of it, but absolutely love that. Love doing the prepping videos. Going outside in the spring, we'll do some more cooking, which is really good for those of you that are new to this channel. There is a lot of stuff on this channel. Anywhere from getting ready to go to Philmont, New Mexico with the Boy Scouts, to just staying warm in the winter, to cooking, to taking care of your dogs, goofy dog videos that I like to throw up every once in a while. My favorite is Shiloh's doing the NASCAR thing when we go for a walk. Second thing, comments. You all have been absolutely fantastic with comments. I want to apologize right now if I missed your comment, okay? There's just been a lot of them. I'm trying to answer as many as I can. If I catch them, there's just so much going back and forth, and I love the fact that my subscribers, you out there, are talking back and forth to each other and helping out each other with a lot of things. I can't thank you enough. Some of your comments you're just going to get a thumbs up or fantastic from me, and because you said it all. All right, there's nothing more I can add to some of the comments out there and what we need to be doing. And that's what this video is about. You asked me, what can you do? Who should we give our money to? Who should we help? Well, I'm going to tell you in this video who you should be calling and helping and joining and supporting. And there's all kinds of stuff you can still do. You can still complain to your senators and your representatives and the governor if yours didn't vote the correct way. None of mine did. I'm in Democrat land. Oh boy, yeehaw. I talked to a guy at the range the other day, and he went online to whatever official site the governor posted to. I don't know if it was Facebook or the official site with the government. It is 100% negative comments about what he and the legislatures did to the law-abiding gun owners of Illinois. Not only is he affecting long life gun owners in the state of Illinois like myself, but he's affecting new firearm owners that are coming. They're getting old enough. They've been hunting with mom or dad or grandma or grandpa, or just as a family they've been going hunting. And you know, the AR platform is a modern sporting rifle. It's not an assault weapon. We all know that. But he's affecting the young kids that they don't want to use mom or dad's rifle anymore. They want their own, and now they can't get their own. But hopefully soon they'll be able to get their own. But enough of sitting on top of my soapbox. Let's get into some of the stuff about the Protect Illinois Communities Act that I have found. I'm a little jacked up. Sorry, I'm standing a little crazy here. My dogs think I'm nuts, but actually I am nuts. All right, so we all know that the House voted in, Senate got it, and they made some changes to it. It went back to the House. The House voted to approve it on January 9th. And in his amazing wisdom, the governor signed it into law on January 9th, 2023. Since then, what has happened since then? That's what this whole video is about. What has happened since then is 85% of Illinois sheriffs have come out against it. 86 out of 102 counties have had their sheriffs and or state's attorney take a stand against this. Now, some saying they will not support any of it. Some say they will not support a portion of it. And the ones that are saying a portion of it, and they're really key on this one, is the registration of your assault rifle. I say that is definitely against your constitutional right to have that done. ISRA, good organization, sent a letter to Governor Pritzker saying, challenge accepted. See you in court. If you want to see that letter, and if you're not an ISRA member, you can go to the website. It's a beautiful letter. It's just one line. Challenge accepted. See you in court, big guy. IRSA announced they will join with the Second Amendment Foundation, which they have partnered with before in the past, and the Firearms Policy Coalition, who they are currently partnered with in 2 federal Second Amendment lawsuits to fight this law. So in that little statement, you've got the ISRA, Second Amendment Foundation, and the Firearm Policy Coalition. Those are 3 really good groups. I'm going to throw another one out for you right now. It's Illinois Concealed Carry. They're involved in this also. I didn't find any particulars about them. ISRA, Illinois State Rifle Association. Here you go. If you want to get involved, you want to help, and it's not going to cost you money other than travel expenses. The ISRA is currently looking for plaintiffs to challenge the assault weapons ban, 2, the large capacity magazine ban. All right. You can go to their website and you can look for this form. The form, you just fill out the form. It's very short. It's I believe it's your name, maybe a phone number. I know your web address, and a signature that you're wanting to be a plaintiff in that, and then they will get back a hold of you once they've taken a look at it, and probably, question you, ask you different questions, stuff like that, and see if you want to be named in that. So that's the ISRA's website if you want to be a plaintiff in their lawsuit. All right. Other than that, like I said, who to donate to. You have the ISRA-LAC, and that's Legal Assistance Committee. You have the Firearm Policy Coalition, Second Amendment Foundation. You also have Gun Owners of America, who are getting involved in this. I'll read a little statement from them in a few minutes here. And then, of course, Illinois Concealed Carry. There are probably other ones out there. Who did this affect? Who did this law affect? Well, if you count all the firearm owners in Illinois, that's 2.4 million plus law-abiding firearm owners in Illinois. Like I said, the vote was 68-4, the final vote. And of course, Jim Durkin, the outgoing Illinois leader of the House, voted yes. But 4 Democrats voted no on this. I'm guessing they're in collar counties that they took a look at witness slips and they listened to their people who probably inundated them with phone calls on not to vote for this. Others didn't care. Well, maybe they will care in a year and a half when they're out of a job or more. But the interesting thing is, just before signing the bill into law, Pritzker was sworn into office for a second term and swore to uphold the Constitution. Well, to me, this is not upholding the Constitution. This is going against the Constitution. So right off the bat, he broke his vow to the Constitution, and that should be enough for removal from office as far as I'm concerned. So another thing, wanted to talk about a couple of things that I've been talking to people in the range about. They're saying, can I still bring my AR? Can I still bring my AK? Can I still, come to the range with, my magazines? What do I have to do? How do I make them so they only accept 10 rounds or whatever? And I keep telling you, you got to remember that those of you that owned these rifles before it was signed, you're grandfathered. Okay? You're grandfathered in. You just have to make sure that they say in the law that you have registered them by October 1st, 2023 with the ISP. And I'm sure we're all going to do that. Every single one of us are going to fill out those forms with the state police and, let them know. But I got some quotes here that I pulled off of different news sites, websites, and different things. Representative Blaine Wilhauer from Beecher City, the Dems despise our founders. A government willing to defy our Constitution is a government that is completely out of control. So you can sit here and dictate whatever you want today, but I will tell you that we will not comply. You're not going to do a damn thing about it because the law, the Constitution, and the founding principles are on our side. This was before the vote in the House. Representative Wilhauer speaking his mind in front of all those in the Illinois House before they voted. Now, before the Senate voted, Senate Chaplain Rose, he says, "Here we are today. We're going to make felons out of taxpayers." Technically, he's right. Senator Darren Bailey, we all know Senator Bailey. He ran against JB and for the governor, and unfortunately, however you want to look at it, there weren't many people out there voting. So I don't know if the Democrats got more people out or the conservatives and Republicans didn't show up, and that's just what happens. Elections matter. He said, "I'll die on my front porch before anyone takes my guns away. My message to Springfield, if you want my guns, come and get them." And I think that's probably the way that a lot of Illinois firearm owners feel today, unless you're a criminal, because this bill really doesn't affect you at all, now does it? Representative Mary Miller. Governor Pritzker's gun ban blatantly violates our Second Amendment rights. Illinois Democrats have fought to release dangerous criminals onto our streets, defund the police, take away your Second Amendment rights to defend yourself. Let the legal battle begin. So that was Representative Mary Miller in front of the House before they voted. And then we have Representative Patrick Windhorst. I'm sorry if I screwed your name up. I apologize. People who break the law, people who commit violent crimes are not going to register their firearms, are not going to turn in their magazines. This will not stop that crime. What will happen is law-abiding gun owners will be yet again impacted by laws in this General Assembly, yet again have their Second Amendment rights restrained. Now, I do want to he did make a comment later on, but I don't have the exact words. This was in the one of the first votes, and this was before the first House vote. That's when it was that, you were going to have to turn in your magazines and all that kind of stuff, although they didn't say how you were going to turn in your magazines. So, and again, we all know that it went to the Senate and that was changed. Magazines, you could keep your magazines that you had, because I think they realized is that, first of all, we're not turning them in, and second of all, how are they going to come get them? And how do they know how many you have? Even if they took 20 from your house, how many more do you have? A lot. So that was, like I said, that was before the Senate took care of that. And then the Gun Owners of America commented, "These commonly owned semi-automatic firearms are used countless times every year to save lives and deter crime. Banning them will only prevent law-abiding citizens from the best firearm to defend themselves. Not to mention, the requirement to register currently owned firearms is vehemently unconstitutional." And absolutely, it is unconstitutional. Gun Saves Lives Executive Director John Bosch said it's unconstitutional and they will prove it in court. So there's another one, Gun Save Lives. This thing is going to be blocked sometime early February at the latest. So that's their shoot date, February, mid-February, hoping even sooner. Bosch also said multiple gun owner rights groups are filing multiple challenges in federal court. So you can see they're out there. The people want to, they're lining up. They're going after this strong. I think this is a line in the sand. The sheriffs definitely have a line in the sand with this new law. So do the groups. And we need to help these groups. We need to support these groups. We can do it by money, by becoming a plaintiff. You can do it by, calling your senators. And if you happen to have, and I don't have the list, if you have if you're covered by one of those 4 Democrats that voted against this, call them and tell them thank you. Seriously, find out what your rep did. All right, find out what your senator did. And if they voted no, thank them. Call them up and thank them, because that's what they want to hear. They want to know they're doing the work of the people, because you know what? They're our bosses. We're not there. They're our workers. It's not the other way around. So just some quick gun facts for you to know. And I'm sure the people that put this bill together didn't realize this. 90% of criminals who used a possessed firearm during their offense did not obtain it from a retail store. So how does stopping retail sales do anything? It doesn't do a damn thing. 43% got them illegally off the street or on the black market. 7% found them at a crime scene. Oh, there you go. That's what a criminal does. Crime happens, a bunch of people get shot up. Don't help the people. Don't call 911. Grab the gun and go. Maybe a wallet or two too might help. And 6% stole them during house invasions. So there's a few things there. Let's see. What else did I have? Okay, so 9 states have assault weapons bans. And it's California, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Maryland, Massachusetts, New York, and New Jersey. The thing about Maryland, which is a little disturbing for all of us, is that they've been in court, per a commenter, he said, they've been in court for 2 years over this assault weapons ban. The biggest problem is the court upheld the law until the court case got over. Let's hope that doesn't happen in Illinois. What are some other states that are preparing for this type of law? Well, got a neighbor, Michigan. Is shooting for this law. New Mexico and Minnesota. The thing about New Mexico, I don't know if you've seen it or not, New Mexico, the idiots they are, they want to go for a 9-round magazine ban. If your magazine takes more than 9 rounds, it's going to be illegal. That should be very interesting to see what happens. Okay, in contrast, what's in contrast with some of the things? Well, let's talk about what did Pritzker say. Pritzker said this law will save hundreds or potentially thousands of lives. Pritzker also stated, referring to law enforcement refusals to enforce the law, they will do their job or they won't be in their job. The interesting thing about that is JB has no control over sheriffs, has no control over local police and what they're going to do, which we haven't heard a lot from local police. The only people he has control over is the state police, and we'll see what happens with the state police. And then Mayor Lightfoot said this is a significant and important progress in stopping gun crime. Maybe she ought to talk to Kim Foxx and have her actually prosecute gun crime. Get those guns off the street. Let the cops do their job. And maybe we won't have a city that's more dangerous than Iraq or Afghanistan ever was. And then we have one more quote here. And this quote, you tell me who said this quote. It is great to get firearms off the street that can spray 96 rounds in 6 seconds. Give you a couple more minutes. 3 guesses. First 2 don't count. All of you that yelled JB Pritzker, buy yourself a drink on me, because you're right. JB Pritzker's quote was, these firearms can fire 96 rounds in 6 seconds. He said that's what happened in Highland Park. Highland Park was horrible. Highland Park was a failure of the FOID system. It had nothing to do with legal gun owners. The Aurora shooting at the plant factory had nothing to do with legal gun owners. It had everything to do with a failure between the Illinois State Police and the Aurora Police on not getting them the information fast enough so the Aurora Police could do the job that they we're supposed to do. I don't even think it's Aurora Police's fault. I think it's the state police's fault on that one. All right. So we said some of the places that you should be giving some of your hard-earned dollars and helping these guys is definitely Guns Save Life. That's with Executive Director John Bosch. The ISRA-LAC, Legal Assistance Committee, Firearm Policy Coalition, Second Amendment Foundation, and I'm sure there's a couple others, and if they come forward or if I find out what they are, I will let you know. But before I leave, there's a couple questions that I wanted to talk about because I get this all the time at the range. They're telling me, like I said before, well, I can't bring my rifle anymore. Well, we talked about that. Yes, you can. You're grandfathered. But exactly what does that section say about those of us that have assault weapons attachments, 50 caliber rifle, or a 50 caliber cartridge? What you can do is you don't have to do a damn thing for 90 days. Okay, it stays as is. It says right here, beginning 90 days after the effective date of this amendatory act, a person authorized under this section to possess an assault weapon attachment, 50 caliber rifle, or 50 caliber cartridge shall possess such items only. This is 90 days from Tuesday, last Tuesday. Okay, what can you do? You can have it on your private property that is owned by you or immediately controlled by you. Private property that is not open to the public with the express permission of the person who owns or immediately controls such property. You can take that, you are able to carry that firearm to an FFL or a gunsmith. Okay, you can transport it to there. While engaged in legal use of the assault weapon attachment, 50 caliber rifle, or 50 caliber cartridge at any properly licensed firing range or sport shooting competition venue, you can take it there. And while traveling to or from these locations, provided that the assault weapon attachment, or 50 caliber rifle is unloaded, and the assault weapon attachment, 50 caliber rifle, or 50 caliber cartridge is enclosed in a case, firearm carrying box, shipping box, or other container. All right. So, and then they go into the transfer, and transfers, we will address this at another time, but specific transfers begin on January 1st, 2024, and who you can transfer that firearm to. You can still transfer the same way as you always did by getting whoever you're transferring or selling the firearm to and listing that with the state police. There was also that question that I had about carve-outs for who this law doesn't apply to at all, and it's actually 5 groups. Okay, the provision of this section regarding the purchase or possession of assault weapons, assault weapon attachments, and the rifles and the cartridges, as well as provisions of this section that prohibit causing those items to be purchased or possessed, do not apply to peace officers, 2, qualified law enforcement officers and qualified retired enforcement officers, 3, acquisition and possessed by a federal, state, or local law enforcement agency for the purpose of equipment, the agency's peace officers as defined. Well, that's nice. I guess they're going to let them still have their rifles in their cars, which is probably a good idea. Wardens, superintendents. Oh, this is number 4. Wardens, superintendents, and keepers of prisons, penitentiaries, jails, and other institutions for the detention of persons accused or convicted of an offense. And 5, members of the armed services or reserve forces of the United States or the Illinois National Guard while performing their official duties or while traveling to and from. And of course, 6, I was wrong, it's 6. Any company that employs security people that work at nuclear power plants. Still nothing in there about private security firms. Nothing in there either about people that works for Brinks or anybody that handles money. So I'm not really sure where that's going to. Shiloh, no. Parks at everything. Parks mostly at JB, but anyhow. So I wanted to bring that forward. You do not have to register yet. Please do not register yet. Matter of fact, I don't think you can register for another 90 days. Do not get rid of your magazines. Do not turn them in. Do not get freaked out that you cannot have them. You can still have them. All right. They're grandfathered in. You just can't buy anymore in the state of Illinois, if you know what I mean. All right. That's it. Quick programming note, though. Prep U is going to get back to our roots. We're going to start having, once again, our prepping tip of the week. We're going to start doing our range or firearm training tip of the week. We're going to start that this Saturday, and it's going to have something to do with this new law and what you need to do and what you don't need to do as far as going to the range. So that's it. Thank you very much. Again, I want to go back and say thank you, subscribers, old, middle, and new subscribers. We really appreciate it. Pass these on to other people so they can get the information. Please take a look at our playlist. There's a lot out there. There's, some of our playlists have the prepping tip of the week and the firearm training tip of the week. And coming to you very shortly is how not to get carjacked. So thank you very much. As we always say, always be aware of your surroundings. Always have plenty of food on hand and water and medicine for you, your pets, and whoever may have to bug out and come to your place. And please, please prep like your life depends on it, because it really does. Thanks a lot. Take care. Fight on. We can beat this. All of us together. Thanks.